Okay, so we are halfway through day 6 of my time in a third world country's prison. So I've gotten up, I've had my shower, I've had my first prison breakfast of black bean soup, uh, a loaf of bread, and morning tea. I have been moved from the cell that has no sink and there's no cover for the toilet into a prison cell that I'll be spending the rest of my time in. I have a roommate, and approximately 12 p.m. that day, the prison guards came to my cell and informed me that I need to change out of civilian clothes back into the prison uniform, which are orange pants and orange shirt. And on the back of the shirt is a big black stamp that says prisoner on it. Once I changed into my uniform, I was escorted out of the cell and taken down to the end of the building, back to where the prison guards' office is located. Right outside of the office, basically, I had to do a pat down. So I turn around, I face the wall, I spread my legs, lift my arms up in the air as far as I can, place my hands against the wall, and they do a full body pat down. After they're done with their pat down, the routine is that I turn around, put my arms out, palms up. They put the handcuffs on me, and then I am to lead the way out of the women's prison into our little courtyard where the officers back in the office inside the women's prison buzz to let us out into the parking lot. That's when I learned that the protocol is that I have to stand approximately more than arm's length distance in front of the guard and out to the kitty corner out to the side while we walk. And I'm supposed to use basically my periphery to note the pace of the guard so that I walk fast enough so that I can keep more than arm's length distance away from her while we're crossing the parking lot. On the other side of the parking lot is the main prison and the offices. So we immediately walk into the main prison where we are greeted at a reception desk. It's like not like an office reception desk. It's like almost like when you walk into a police station, it looks like that. We pass the reception area into another large room. In this room is a female jail guard as well as a male jail guard, and 5 rooms that are the size of a dressing room. When the female prison guard is ready, I put my arms out, they take off the handcuffs, and she escorts me into one of those rooms. And let me tell you, I don't know why, but they always stink. They're never not disgustingly stinky. Every time, I can never get used to it. I'll step in and I gasp. I can't breathe. And it has a very distinct smell of male funk and a mixture of it, like different men's funkiness, like a heavy musk funk, like a high pitch funkiness, and then other smells that I can't even begin to describe what it is, but it's I can't breathe. So once we get in there, she closes the door. The routine is that I turn around, face the wall, spread my legs, put my arms up in the air, place my hands on the wall, and she does a full body pat down. Thank God I don't have to take my clothes off. We turn around, head out. I'm cleared to go into the main prison. So we continue to walk through the building, out the back door, and there's two ways to go. Either straight ahead into this huge yard, more like a field, and it reminds me of like a college campus, like with dorm buildings. Straight ahead to your left is a gigantic auditorium. Right next to that is a basketball court with maybe, if I could remember correctly, maybe 3 or 4 basketball courts with hoops. Then straight ahead of me is this gigantic field that opens up into literally a football field. Then next to that is this huge, beautiful white fountain. And then around the circumference of the fountain and the football field is a track. Yep, there were nice amenities on the men's side. We didn't have any of those. We didn't have any of those amenities. So anyway, and then I don't know, there were thousands of men. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like more than 6 buildings. I don't remember. I never really had enough time to really count that, because one of the things that we were told is we're not supposed to make eye contact with any of the male prisoners, and they would get in trouble if they tried to make eye contact with us. So whenever I was on that side, I was always kind of looking down at the grounds, and I never got a true feel of like how many buildings were there and just the full landscape. In this moment, in this instant, I did not go straight into the main men's side. I took a quick right into the more administrative offices. When I went in there was another female prisoner there, and in that administrative office, we were both being processed. Since she was there before me, I had to sit down and sit and watch her. And, I immediately noticed, like, she was just beautiful. She was a very beautiful young lady. I could tell she was really young, tall and slender. And she was definitely nervous and not happy to be there. They fingerprinted her, did some paperwork, had her answer some questions, and then they did it. The prison pictures that we get, or the jail prison pictures, I don't know what you call it. They did it old school, so they had like a chalkboard, and they would write your name and then write your number. So when it was time for her to stand up against this wall, and they handed it to her, and they told her, okay, hold it up and look at the camera, she just broke down crying. And that mother instinct in me just automatically took a hold of me. I leaned in near her, and I just told her, this is just a moment in time. This doesn't define you. You're going to be okay. You're going to make it through this. It'll be okay. And I remember her looking up at me, and her eyes, she was just so eternally grateful. And we immediately connected. It was heartbreaking to watch her go through that. After she left, it was my turn, and I was more, I wouldn't allow myself to think about what was going on and what it meant. I was just kind of thinking about like talking to the people and finding out about how I can get a lawyer and what are my options and when am I going to hear from the U.S. Embassy again. After that, I was back in my cell, and that's where I spent the rest of the evening. I decided to quickly braid up my hair just so that I could manage it. And my new cellmate came back and helped me braid my hair. The prison guards helped me get some hair grease. I thought that was very kind. Thank you so much for listening. Please share, like,